Das hier durch.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? And
he tenses immediately. That you caught him off balance.
Blah, blah,
Push,
blah.
and he will give way.
fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then?
Yes.
Funny.
Seems like
Right.
Please try.
This is just...
you don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I asked for your opinion. Not a bedtime story.
But she didn't.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Why? Success.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm... Yeah. Already.
The man who could.
Come on.
You know what? Next time, Nat.
yeah.
On the floor.
What is?
Why do we make it 100 beers?
Okay.
Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Just remember, outside in the... He'll get it.
Got it. Kill you,
Goddamn right. Fuck Dennis.
work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
Angus.
That's it.
Officer.
Firearm. He's onto you.
Ja,
He
ja,
knows
du
what
wendest
you're
dich zu
trying to do.
Angus.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis! Stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Okay.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions. The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Me too.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know. Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Oh,
Good analogy, boss.
you don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. That fucking... dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
Deswegen war das Fenster kaputt.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business. You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. She's fucked if she shows up on police radar. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes.
I'll say it again. All the Hardy Boys are right here, cop. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Okay.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to. You too, lad. Hey, cop. Before you go...
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames.
She... Klausya came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Okay. Checken wir mal ab. Ist sie überhaupt noch? Ja.
It's always good to see you. I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here. Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you
Willenskraft und
waste our time?
Rhetorik.
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. Wine dark in the evening light. The Pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. I wish it did, but sadly, no. I have people after me, and they have friends in the moral intern. Some are moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
Guck mal, ich würde gerne hier was freischalten. Mal das.
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's-Duin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou-Scop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou-Scop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting... A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Wer ist das?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer. Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance
Ja,
of the
das,
shot.
es war ja auch ein Gewehr, also es dürfte schon ein Stück weg sein.
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it? Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work. I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. I did not kill him to defend myself from rape.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Like what? That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
If they want to kill me, they'll kill me. If they want to toy with me, they will. She's come to this conclusion weeks ago.
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or... But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. If you have doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one, and we will gladly change our minds. Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent? It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Okay. Schauen wir mal das Fenster nochmal an.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
So. Ah.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location A prime, the glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
Der Schuss kam nicht vom Dach, glaub.
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition, a Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Was dagegen spricht, dass niemand den Schuss gehört hat, oder? Obwohl, auf dem Dach, ich weiß nicht.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony,
Ich weiß nicht, wie es hier mit
rendering the
Schalldämpfer
entire
ist.
proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, Between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A, the angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Das wird ja nur dort, denke ich.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
So da, wo die andere Leiche war. Und da muss ich jetzt sowieso hin wegen Revolver. Okay.
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman.
Da wollte ich. Die Insel, da komme ich doch gar nicht hin, oder? Ah, ich kann schon mit denen reden. Ich dachte, die wären weg.
It's you again. What is it? Why? You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off!
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch, you. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back. Nothing is happening. The pieces are... Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. She could have done it. Somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together. I don't know what it means, but it felt like the most appropriate thing to say. No one knows. Still nothing, but that's okay. Let's look at this as a learning experience. No, he needs to say 500 lirs and I can't remember the first line.
You know, I'm beginning to think this clown is squint.
Nah, bossy.
He's thinking. Let the man think.
Here you go. Access to the roof, weapon, and motive. That's not too hard. And here is what you can do to make it even. For starters, you could find out what's behind that mystery door in the kitchen. If it's a secret route, she could have used that to get to the roof. Can't get through the door? You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room. Maybe something's hidden. You could crack Classia's last defenses. Maybe she'll tell you something helpful. Say, 500 lirs and I can't remember the first line. No, he already said that. And nothing good came of it. Just do what the nice, helpful guys. It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should.
Okay. Wir müssen sowieso jetzt da abchecken. Kann ich mal kurz speichern? Ja, das passt hier. Oh Mann.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket.
Fear and the threat! Fear and the threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground! Get on the goddamn ground! Subject yourself to a full-body cavity search. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils, ears, mouth, navel, urethra, foreskin, vagina, and rectum.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect alert! Get on the ground!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Big red key? That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
No. Oh, no. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth.
Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
Oh, das ist keine gute Idee.
License and registration! License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector! Sector! Azimuth!
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
It's the goddamn police shitbag! Hug the pavement! You're under arrest!
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Confiscated contraband! Restricted access! 2 kilos missing! Eyewitness report compromised!
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
Okay. Mal schauen.
She's frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough. If not, the lieutenant's got her in his sights. Sure, you're you, but how do we end this? She's not just gonna let you leave.
Suicide by cop! Split-second decision! Eat lead, scumbag!
Oh my god. In your peripheral vision, the lieutenant releases the half-squeezed trigger.
God, I almost blew her head off.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This police gun always has bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Oh, well. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this. Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8, and loneliness. Yeah, looks like a bad case. But the question is what to do with her right now. I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head.
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do. She doesn't even flinch. as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
Wahrscheinlich.
It's your hat.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Ja, mal schauen. Das können wir eigentlich mal aufziehen. So. Wo ist die Hose? Das könnte wahrscheinlich sein, aber keine Ahnung. Ne, hier würde ich
Listen,
nichts.
Ted.
Also, irgendwo hier. Warte mal. Kann ich da nicht irgendwie rein? Das müsste ja... Ich glaube, das ist der einzige Spot und irgendwie kann man ja auch. Das durchsuchen. Oder dort irgendwo. Nicht da die Leiter hoch? Was passiert, wenn ich da drauf gucke? So was Neues.
You see, a once bright mural, a slogan used to intertwine.
Nö. Oh, warte mal. Hier so. Das? Nee. Weiß nicht, ob das so schlau ist, das ganze Zeit rumzuschleppen.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm. It reminds you of the day you first held it. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service.
Yes, what is it?
Oh, warte mal, hier ist ja auch ein
The
Loch.
mother of human.
Aber das wäre ein bisschen komisch, wenn das irgendwie zusammenhängt. Ich kann ja da nicht rein, oder? Also an einer Stelle kann ich ja abchecken. Muss ja irgendwo hier sein und da dürfte nichts sein. Ja, Mann,
Is there
nämlich.
something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags. Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joan? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men. To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it? It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either. There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle. It's late. There is no light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. No shape moves behind it. Glasia.
Da ist das schon mal ausgeschlossen.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has...
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Komme ich gar nicht rüber, oder? Irgendwas Interessantes.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Ja. Also hier kann es eigentlich auch nicht sein. Das Gebäude hätte mich interessiert. Ist das hier, ne? Aber vielleicht... Ich mal zum unteren. Oh, da liegt da eine Flasche, oder? Ah. Keine leere.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another 7 shades, a cold...
Aber mehr gibt's eigentlich auch nicht, oder? Hier sind halt die Hütten. Vielleicht ist das auch irgendein Spot, wo ich dann genau hingehen muss. Ich glaube, hier bin ich jetzt nicht allzu weit gelaufen. Können die hier irgendwas checken? Ja. Oder auch nicht.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette. 2 empty... No.
A tragedy.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads, Red Astra is the black market version of Astra.
Warte mal.
You see trace... It's hard to...
Das ist ja das gleiche, oder? Gleichen Kippen. Oh, warte mal, hier. Ne, hier rum. Hier was Neues.
Hello again.
Ja. Da gibt's nichts mehr.
Tequila sunset. Of course. Drink first, story later. Not much, but the tale I'm about to tell you is... There are many variations on the base...
Are you telling us...
Shut the fuck up.
The streets are warmed. In the harbors,
Our heroine finds herself in... What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. Well, yes, but...
the pause.
With no head on his shoulders. Wearing a fawn tracksuit.
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
Well, there are many versions of this story. The most peculiar of which... If I hadn't... Gertrude...
Tell him about...
Fuck, Rose. What?
I've read the case file. But please.
Right. The wind...
The
women... When she... But their... Ulam... Her body is never recovered.
Naturally, Ula de Ponte became the prime during the investigation. No, not
Man. Anyway, that's the story of the head... Well, to some others, person, coincidence...
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
That explains the... Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
Hard to argue is...
That's the reality situation. Yeah? Damn right it doesn't. No one...
He wants the...
Hi. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
I actually do have one. The strangest stuff... Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? If you find it...
Okay. Gratis XP. Und das dann nochmal. Achso.
The old woman's. The buzz of electric. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it.
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only my suggestion is a lullaby my mother used to sing. I surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children.
Yes.
Okay.
Waves are beginning to die down.
Okay, okay. Das verstehe ich aber jetzt nicht. Wieso ich da jetzt nicht weiter konnte, dass die da mal abchecken, was hier Sache ist. Oder muss ich an einer anderen Stelle? Ist hier irgendwas Verdächtiges? Wo bin ich jetzt? Hier oder was? Aber da hat es ja eigentlich nicht hingezeigt. Und wie kann ich die Insel? Kann ich die Insel absuchen?
You're back. Good. What can...
Das gibt's doch nicht. Ah ja, den könnte ich mal Bescheid geben. Er ist nicht mehr da. Was macht er so?
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Okay, vielleicht sollte ich aber auch den Tag beenden. Ah, warte mal.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... Right.
10-4, come in. Fireworker, over. 10-4, sir, roger that, and very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report.
Okay.
Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
A metallic drawer, the pull-out toolbox slides back into the white suede. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. The smell of I'm good. Cherry, you feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, of course it's only in your head, at the bottom of the sea. So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Why did it say that? The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside, in the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gate.
Okay. Ich denke, wir beenden jetzt den Tag. Es kann auch sein, dass sie nachts hier nichts gescheit sehen können. Mal gucken.
It's getting cold.
Good night, officer.
So. Speichern.
The bed is comforting. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother. Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad. We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
In hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay. Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Gut. Pause und dann noch eine Runde. So. Gehen wir erstmal zu den Hardy rüber. Er soll sich um die Frau kümmern. So.
It's you again. What is it? What's that, copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it? God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Yeah.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun?
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions. Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Be anything else you wanted to know? Was? Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets...
Us kids? That must have been ages ago.
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started at...
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Yeah, you should be.
Whatever, Cole. Don't worry. Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes.
Okay. Wo ist eigentlich Munition her? Oh.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. The brick is gone. I can barely believe it. But He's really gone.
Oh, Mist.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent. His hungry little heart finally gave out.
Ja, dann kann ich den nicht mehr fragen.
Found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight and doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it.
That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give it.
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. I repeat, the only people... and shit, we've hated each other. Yes, in Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without... I took them for myself.
Strange how old cunt sounds almost gentle when he says it now.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo. Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you, René, wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies. That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings, and there were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insult. Yes? What about René?
Yes.
It is what I just don't know. Everything.
Teacup? Oh, because of the ceramic armor. Clever.
Dann schauen wir mal, ob der noch da ist. Die Leiche. Das ist bestimmt schon weg. Schon dritter Toter hier.
This is the night watchman's booth. Take it. It's just there. Who cares? It's not like anyone's gonna need it.
Ich brauch die aber nicht. Lass mich mal da. Das hier bräuchte ich.
Right to work.
Warte, wenn ich schon hier bin. Mal ein Update. Couchtisch.
Mr. Dubois, the word in Martinez is a certain police officer is once again happily reunited with his service weapon. Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah.
I prefer my police officers old-fashioned like that, with a gun. You can do so many things with a gun that you can't do without one. Now, what can I help you with? Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god, how did that get in there? Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
Ja, irgendwie.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect. No, they're not. They're vermin, and one just found a way inside my container. Soon, he'll bring the others. All 3 of them. Thank you for telling me. I'll see to this immediately. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person
My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the 2 of you are reunited. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up? I told you she was a piece of work, Harry, but I knew you could handle it. I know my special policeman. Anyway, I'm glad you're all right and armed again.
Okay. Was sind jetzt eigentlich die Anwälte, ne? Das war... Ah ja, ich glaube, da waren dann nichts mehr. War ja so ein Schließfach oder irgendwas war da. So, können die jetzt irgendwas sehen dort? Ist hier eigentlich noch was?
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it. Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Okay. Nettes Detail. Hat sich in der Kirche was getan? Finde ich auch ziemlich mysteriös.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of... Why? That does seem to be a problem. I don't know. The mother of
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws...
The woman looks by inside.
It's not spiritual. It's constitutional.
Und das kann ich mir wieder rekonstruieren.
Yes, what is it?
Okay. Krabbenmann hat auch keinen Bock, oder? Na gut, na gut. Also das verstehe ich jetzt nicht. Irgendwie... Man kommt hier irgendwie aufs Dach, aber... Wo kommt man rein?
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? Sure. What's on your mind? But of course.
Ich will da rein.
A few low...
Hier ist auch nichts Auffälliges, was die irgendwie mal abchecken. probieren wir mal die Tür. Weiß nicht, wo ich da hinkomme. Ah, ich kann hier gar nicht lang laufen. Speichern. So, rot, ne?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
Ja, was
The
passiert,
wind
wenn
has
ich das
got
mache?
to rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight.
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this. An old door.
Okay. Noch eine Tür. Tür von hier unten irgendwas erkennen. Nee. Boah. Das gefällt mir nicht. Oh Mann. Das lässt mich jetzt nicht los.
Mister. Bye.
Und nochmal abchecken. glaube noch irgendwo ein Ort, wo ich mich gewundert habe, was das ist. Ich glaube, ich war da auch gar nicht mehr. Okay, das geht jetzt wieder nach unten. Da komme ich gar nicht hin. Ich hätte hier halt Verdacht. Aber wie komme ich da hin? Oder wie kann da mal so eine Aussage, kann das sein, kann das nicht sein? Da unten hat er ja vorhin auch was analysiert. Was für ein Skill hat hier eigentlich gescheitert?
Yes, what is it?
Überzeugen wäre halt nicht schlecht. Kann ich mal einen Punkt wahrscheinlich mal reinsetzen. Ich brauche erst wieder XP. Oh Mann. Zwielicht hätte ich aber 2 Punkte zu vergeben. Ich glaube, das war nur hier, wo ich mich gewundert habe, dass es hier auch reingeht.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. You said you done it before, yeah?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some. He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
Here you go, man. I respect your decision.
Ich wollte es auch gar nicht.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These.
Warte mal, Konzeptbildung. Habe ich da was? Ja. Noch was?
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. Oh, very interesting.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've been alright, but these actually make your vision worse.
Wow, officer! And they can be yours for a mere 3 real.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Ich nehme mal beide.
A man who...
Für die Stats. Was macht der eigentlich? Okay. Ich könnte mal den Spiegel versuchen. Ah nee, warte mal. Das war nicht Zwielicht. Das hier. Das hier. Oh, da habe ich aber einiges. Hier noch was. Bildet sich das da ab? Ja. Mal schauen. Da fällt mir ein, die Drogen kann ich ja zumindest mitnehmen, falls es irgendwelche Vorteile dann hat, die ich brauche. Ist vielleicht gar nicht so schlecht. Kurz probieren.
Hello. Here you go, man. Of course.
Was macht das? Ah, Psyche. Das wäre doch was. Hier, ne?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it.
58.
The expression.
Warte. Speichern.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your... Still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Das will nicht. Warte mal, das gehört zur Konstitution, ne? Das können wir noch mal laden. Bestätigen. Naja, kurz mal was trinken. Ach so. Ich habe dem mein Bier gegeben. Ich dachte, ich habe noch mal was gefunden. Oh Mann. Ich kann doch mal den Kuno fragen, was der so hat.
Does Kuno care? Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad. Kuno's dad is a fucking...
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
Like half. A baggy, but like...
That's half a gram.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Fuck you talking about?
You can barely see it, because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening. Sure. Confiscate it.
So half of a half is a quarter, right? We're probably talking about a quarter gram here.
Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his...
What the hell are you signing us up for here? Okay then.
Kuno doesn't fuck...
Okay. Lass mal wieder umziehen. Oder... Nee, warte mal. Ich würde das mit dem Spiegel gerne nochmal probieren.
Is this about the questions again?
Nee, hier.
A colourful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Warum kostet das so viel? In das Bier.
Here you go, mister.
Moment. Der andere Laden hat auch noch irgendwelche Klamotten gehabt. Kauf mal alle Klamotten.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man.
Welcome to Helm.
Kann ich jetzt theoretisch auch wieder verkaufen? Das wollte er eigentlich
Hello,
nicht.
hello. Sure. Let me have a look. Alright. Let's see it. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't need bloodthirsty mercenaries knocking on my door. Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in my...
It feels like he would have accepted the risk if he hoped to profit from it. It's not greed, though. Deep down, he's a gambler, provided the stakes are so...
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Another time.
Na, so. So, check mal ab. So mal. Ich konnte ganze Zeit Rechtsklick auch noch. Was macht das? Warum kann ich es nicht trinken? Ich raste aus. Warum geht das nicht? Tja. Keine Ahnung. Da.
Yes?
Verstehe ich nicht. Das will nicht. Dann halt nicht. Schuhe passen. Handschuhe. Die hier. Ich glaube, ich brauche jetzt ein bisschen mehr Logik. Ach so, Autorität, bräuchte das irgendwo? Danke für nichts. Karte. Danke. Ui. Scrollen hier ist komisch. Ach so, das macht's einfacher. Ah, okay. Weiß kann erneut wiederholt werden. Nee, hier wollte ich nix.
Oh, sorry, officer. Yes? Yes, we all got...
We are both very...
It is... I just don't...
Wollte ich nicht. Okay, machen wir das mal jetzt. Das ist zufällig die hier.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the poor communard.
Do I have to? Do you have a...
Let's go.
It's Jen.
Das war nicht 10. Hier wahrscheinlich.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges,
12.
secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1. You'll need to equip the chain cutters.
Ui, der ist bestimmt drin.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. Snip. The cutter goes through.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Jo, der ist drin.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a...
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine does. You pocket the bottle.
Das kann ich eigentlich nehmen. Hey, passt ja zum Outfit. Das ist eine hohe Beherrschung. Relativ.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Something underneath there is breathing. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. It's deep, in suffering somehow.
Okay, nochmal speichern.
A bundle of clothes. In the dark, it looks like something on your hand. It's deep.
Passiert.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by stripes. Next door is a gas company. He's wearing free socks. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something.
Well, judging by the
lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
No, it really doesn't. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight. Look, he's trying to communicate.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him, and then it dawns upon you. Pigs. He's trying to call you pigs. His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated.
At least he got to say his piece. What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Years, months, weeks. The pile of blankets grunts miserably. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing.
Eieiei. Na? Okay. Das geht gar nicht. Jetzt geht's.
Kuno care? Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick
Not a single muscle moves.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Kuno means Graham.
Alright. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Kuno!
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. No
Major fucking choice!
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade. Hard to see, but easy to feel. Somehow, this will change things.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he can't be trusted! I told you he'd steal the shit!
Relax, see? We got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh?
There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig? What?
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window?
Fuck you trying to do? Get the Kuno to stop. Kuno's just getting it on.
Keep your ass together, Kuno!
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up and... Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno.
Stop saying all this sad.
Fuck are you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit. Fuck right I am. Get your nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, your friends now turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life?
Yeah, we got...
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stone...
Yeah, so fucking what? Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
He's trying to fuck you again.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
Fuck right there, where? Fucking 3 years or so.
You can guess.
Fuck that shit. Kuno's gonna move underground. Let I am shit.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only
She must repeat it. Use every chance to confirm that version of reality.
Kuno doesn't...
Okay.
I'll die before I...
Ja, wie ist denn jetzt das mit der Seriennummer? Ist immer noch nichts, oder?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes.
Ja.
It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Elis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol. It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
A name. This is very good. Elise Cortenard.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Okay. Mal hochgehen. Also die Tür hier würde ich auf jeden Fall noch versuchen wollen, irgendwann wieder.
The same small, heavy door.
Körperapparat. Das hier. Ja, Schmerzgrenze ist vielleicht auch nicht schlecht, wenn ich das probiere. Sonst habe ich nichts. Riecht da auch. Na. Ah ja, habe ich dann noch einen Gesundheitspunkt. Aber bringt mir eigentlich nichts. Das hier. Okay, probieren wir.
The same small, heavy door.
Gering.
No lock in sight.
Oh Mann.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Mal schauen. Natürlich.
You give it another, more ferocious kick.
Demolish the place.
I don't see how this is going to give new results. There must be another way in there. Through the kitchen door, perhaps. Let's explore rather than destroy.
Aber... Hä? An der Küchentür konnte ich gar nichts machen. Okay, warte mal. Egal, lasse ich jetzt. Wo sind sie? Hier. Wo sind noch? Nee, das passt. Passt.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Yes, miss. I hope you... All right.
Coolly.
Okay.
Grace.
Hier.
You see a heavy... It could be connected to the kobold. Old kobold. It leads to a side. The door does not. The door does not. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a... He looks up at you. Shrugging is an internet...
Was ist das? Bild. Oh, wait mal. Da ist auch was.
Behind the dockworkers, you see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It takes time for a hedge like... There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. One can't see into the union box from the yard outside. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just...
Huh?
I'm not your janitor.
If he says it's there, it's there.
And I need the fatty to get it. God damn it.
Sorry, fucko. These guys...
I'm gonna
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into.
Come on, man. We were just having some...
I'm tired of listening to your shit. Don't thank me. I don't give two shit.
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became...
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
It's worth a try.
Ey, das war jetzt Zufall, dass ich das jetzt gesehen habe.
You see, it could be connected. The key fits the dimple lock, the darkness before you. Over there, in the corner, not just any pinball machine, lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the insulin.
The pinball machine. Gold is gold. A little. Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. The theme of the game is to explore Gore, the peak of the mountain, areas around the playfield above the painting of a mustached man. Indeed. Think of them.
Bin da jetzt nicht interessiert.
All these mesmerizing machines. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating.
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the Dolores.
Deora was one of the three. The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
You can't fire them up.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
No.
It's strange that he doesn't like pinball. Kim here is a Seolite. His people are...
Us? Guys? Seoul is an extremely protectionist isola, inaccessible. But even I know that they don't play pinball. They have a rigid class society and a punitive justice. Okay.
You still feel he's holding out on Seoul.
Okay.
This small elevator is dimly lit. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, there are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency. A small steel plaque reads, Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company.
That it does. I say, let's brave it. No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century. No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution. Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
So this is where they brought 40 pin. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like it. I'm guessing...
A creak.
Downstairs in the hall.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Ah, yes. As the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the...
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
At some point, 20 years ago, if that's true, he does not appear...
Stupid superstition.
Fußabdrücke.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. Three weeks maximum. This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route. These prints, officer.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either. Between that and that. No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Interessant.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely is.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite.
Okay.
This is the barred door you tried to kick in before.
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Class here about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look. The door shudders a bit, as though it were laughing at you.
Okay.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation. Yeah? I did not. Do you think this has something to do with what happened?
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me? Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there? Honestly, I have no clue.
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun. Mm-hmm. Alright.
Ah, jetzt ist hier hoch. Wait. Das können wir steigern. War das hier Schauspiel? Hier hoch. Landsack. Okay.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Commonser. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it. It's Katarzyna Alazie.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranie. Alazie is my father's name.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do west of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. It's useless.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a Bergen sewage pipe. I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8? There was an older woman on the...
That is, anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and...
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information. Fucking mind games. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please, no.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. I know who shot Leslie. You know it wasn't me. Why would I do it? I have no motive.
She knows something.
Dann sprich.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty.
Ruby. She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants. Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life, and she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken this shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing? That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
The peephole.
She would have seen us. My bed is right next to...
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now.
No.
She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will. She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath. As you are. This is not the end of this.
Mal schauen. Ja, ich glaube, das reicht heute. Irgendwas vergessen? Ich glaube nicht.